On those gates are about to swing open. Tag, restricted light, making their way out. Sponsored by Wynnum Haulage. Out onto the Mako track, International Racetrack. Tag, restricted light, 18 lap final. About to get underway. One has not emerged. So there's a drama. And it is Trosty. Luke Trost. One of the fancied drivers. Oh, now he gets going. Oh, that was mighty close. That was extremely close. I think he's going to just go steady and wait for them to come around. Rather than chase them down. He is going to do the clever thing and wait for them to come around on their formation lap. They're going to go just as slow as him. This is going to be it's going to be mighty interesting. He is not going to hammer it, and these guys aren't either. So, this is Tyre Power Cairns Mariba 2025 Queensland Kart Championship, the final of 18 laps for tag restricted light. On track we have in 1 Luke Trost, out of 2 Jack Munro, from 3 Emily Calwell, from 4 Cody Scott, from 5 Zach Ewing, from 6 Robbie Mortensen, from 7 Arthur Atran. They are the drivers. Now they will head off and start a slightly quicker roll up lap. Robbie giving a wave. Come on boys, give us a race, says Riley Vandenbroek. Here we go then. Kieran, who's your pick? I'll give him the names. I'll get my son to pick a winner. Cross, Monroe, Calwell, Scott, Ewing, Mortensen or Atran. Come on. Send it, Jack, says Timmy Himwood. Cody Scott, well look out, my son has just put one in for Codes. He gets an awful lot right with his predictions. This will be interesting, I've got to tell you, as they head up the hill and into Wynnum Haulage. Now they will make preparations for a start. Here we go then. Getting ready to send it. Tag restricted light. 18 laps is the duration. Go Jack, says Darcy Briggs. Live feed filling up quickly as we come down through Kart City, and on they go onto the Wynnum Haulage front straightaway. Tag restricted light, 18 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Fire in the hole, green, away we go. On they go into Kemsafe for the first flyer. Oh, look at this, they're all together, still all together, but Trosty gets a whole shot. Calwell goes to 2, Scott, he goes to 3, Cody Scott goes to 3, into 4 goes Monroe, oh no, 3 at the back, turned around, oh no, disaster. On they continue, and off they head up the hill. Atrans gets a piece of what Mortensen thinks, and unfortunately they are down and out. Meanwhile, the front 4, down they come towards me. It is Trost, Calwell, Scott, Monroe, then Ewing, then Mortensen, then Atrans. That's your order. Inside, Scott once again, back to 3. Monroe got him. Now Scott goes back. Looks over the shoulder, sees where he is. Through goes Lukey. Through goes Calwell, Scott, Monroe, then Ewing, then Mortensen and Atrans. Up the hill they head. Still no pace in those 2 karts, but still battling hard, while the leaders come once again back down towards us. Trosty leads the way, following him still. Calwell, the girl racer, holding on at the moment, comfortably to P2. Monroe will start the chase now. Let's look at those times. Emily Calwell, 50.045. Jack Monroe, 50.415. 514. So at the moment, Calwell's quicker. Robbie Mortensen heads through. A-Tran still on him. Through they go, heading up over Wynnum Haulage, down through TJ Microsystems. Trost is away with it. He's just left them in his wake. Emily Calwell trying to stay on the button. Monroe trying to reel her in. Scott still in 3. Ewing still in 4. Mortensen 5. Up the hill they come again. A long tyre power. The inside back straight away. Trost, Calwell, Monroe, Scott, Ewing. It's a procession. And still nobody making inroads. Monroe 49.59 to Calwell's 49.79. So still not enough to catch her. Emily Calwell still holding P2. Down she comes, heading down Wynnum Haulage into ChemSafe. They all go through and in to Stockman Farming, back to DC Mechanical. A long tyre power, shake of the hand from Monroe again, in through Boscon. On they go to JME, up the hill to Safe Clean. Through Trinity Digger and then on to Weigh and Pay. Then through Wynnum Haulage and along to TJ Microsystems and past the pits of Kart City. Through Kart City, now Monroe starting to wind it up. Again, we could have it all going on towards the end of the race. Things may have been set up to be fast at the end. Luke Trost has set it up in that techno to be fast at the beginning. 48.888. Everybody else in the mid 49s or 50s. He is absolutely streaking away from this field. Luke Trost is going to have almost the length of the Wynnum Haulage front straightaway in front. He heads down it now. Onto it comes Calwell. Through turn 1 goes Trost. Into Stockman Farming. Now he's onto DC Mechanical. A down. Tyre power. Inside back straightaway. There goes Emily Calwell with Monroe catching. Now we do have battles. Monroe is catching. And so is Ewing. So on they go. Heading up the hill. And Jack Monroe 49.49. Calwell 49.7. Jack Monroe is now starting to turn the wick up and put the pressure on. Emily Calwell is going to have to hang on. And look at that, 33 viewers on the live feed. And it's the number 33 that we are watching, trying to hang on from the 3rd place. Jack Monroe, it's all the 3s. And Calwell getting closed down by Monroe. Monroe on her tail. Ewing, he's caught Scott. Ewing now after Cody. He will go through surely. Surely now. Doesn't go there. Stays where he is. A-Tran's also on the back of Mortensen as they come back down the hill. Luke Trost, 49s now. Doesn't need to go any quicker. Backed it off in tyre conservation mode. Calwell trying to hang on to P2 and hang on for grim death. They both did 49.6s. Scott hanging on. Yosu Ewing! Oh, they're side by side. He has another look. He'll go again. He's on the outside, suicide. Now he's going to try and switch. In they go, into JME. Up the hill. A-Trans has gone through on Mortensen. A-Trans got it done. He goes through on Robbie Bobby. He goes to the back. And the leader heads down. Luke Trost on lap number 9, done. Down comes Cowell, still holding on. Monroe caught it mighty quickly, but now they are matching each other's times. We've got 49.6 aplenty. Ewing goes through. Yes, he does. Ewing gets it done. Ewing goes through on Cody Scott. He's back one. Ewing up one and takes himself to 4th place. 5th for Cody Scott. 6th, Mortensen back through again. Robbie Bobby having a battle. On he goes with A-Trans. Up the hill they go. Heading through Trinity Digger. Then they're on to Weigh and Pay. A-Trans all over him. Once again through Wynnum Haulage. Back down they come through TJ Microsystems, on through Kart City, onto the Wynnum Haulage front straight anyway while the leader goes past me. There is Lukey Trost. On to lap number 11. Cowell still holds. Monroe can't find a way round. Cowell holds firm through Clean Safe Services. Monroe goes through and Cowell does the cutback. It didn't work that time, but Monroe has shown his colours, and now Cowell knows what's coming. Emily knows he's going to have a go. Now she's going to be on her game with 7 laps remaining. This is lap number 12. Cowell holds. In they go to Stockman Farming, through DC Mechanical, onto Tyre Power Cairns Mariva, through Boscon Services, and again we'll have a look through JME. Monroe didn't telegraph it that time, and I don't think he'll telegraph it this time. He'll just do it and do it again and again. Cowell, this time he holds. Cowell on the outside now, trying to switch back. Monroe gets it. Yes, he does. Monroe holds. He's up into 2. Cowell down to 3. Still in 4 is Ewing. There is Lukey Trost. Big lead. Down Wynnum Haulage goes Ewing. Then Cody Scott. Then Mortensen. Followed by A-Trans. And up past me. Through Tyre Power Cairns Mariva goes Monroe in the lead of this battle. On he goes, looking over the shoulder. Cowell still haunting him. Through goes Ewing, Scott, A-Trans. No, once again, A-Trans and Mortensen having a proper biff. He's getting very angry as Robbie Bobby. And A-Trans getting into the back of him, and that is just making him more and more angry. On they go though. There is Trosty. Still leads the way. Here comes Monroe. On to lap number 14 they've gone. It's a very, very feisty affair between Mortensen and A-Trans. Arthur's giving as much as he's getting, and the pair of them are having a mighty big struggle. That is a tussle not to watch, because it's getting a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit scary. Mortensen, A-Trans again, he's catching him. As back down the hill comes Monroe with Cowell for company. Cowell still not out of that second place berth. as Trusty onto lap number 15. 3 to go after this one. These two still fighting it out for second and third. Monroe with a 49.6. Calwell with a 49.6 or 49.5 from Monroe. 49.6 to Calwell. On they go though, heading up the hill now. As they go through, Safe Clean Services. A massive thanks to all those watching on the live feed. We've had enormous numbers watching the races this weekend. It's been huge, and they continue with tag restricting light as down the hill once more comes through Kart City. Monroe, Calwell having a last ditch attempt to try to close that gap. That is now 15 laps completed. 3 to go. Trusty goes down tyre power cans for Eva. Monroe and Calwell do the same. Zach Ewing will be next. Behind Zach Ewing will be Codestar Cody Scott. Behind Cody, Mortensen and A-Trans. And Robbie getting a bit feisty. He goes up the inside. Oh my goodness me. It is getting too much now. They've got to stop that, I think. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a talking to after this. They're both angry, but it's getting far too much now. On goes Lukey Trost, leading the way on lap number 17. On he goes. Heading up the hill. Monroe follows him. Calwell having a last-ditch attempt. Emily Calwell. He's now got right to the back, and maybe she's going to do what Monroe did to her. She might catch him napping. Calwell. She's in the fight for P2. Emily Calwell on Monroe. Who is going to get this? It's 1 to go. And Calwell trying to stay with Monroe. It's again down to the last lap. Emily Calwell brought it all back together. And now it is down to the last few corners. Through Boscon Constructions. Where can she get him? Into JME. Up they go into Safe Clean. Will she have a go? Will she have a go? Oh, not there. One more chance. One more chance at the top. One more go maybe. But your tag restricted light. Queensland State champion winner, Luke Trost. Second. Put your hands together for Jack Monroe. Third, Emily Calwell. Fourth will be Zach Ewing. Then it's going to be Scott from Mortensen from A-Trans in a very feisty affair. Well done, Lukey. A little bit of showboating to finish. And well done, Jack. Attack Monroe. Gives a big power slide. Well done. Emily Calwell gets P3. What a drive from the Pocket Rocket Girl Racer. That was magnificent. Ewing drove a dream drive for 4. And Cody Scott. Well done to Codes. A-Trans will come off now. Off he goes. Hopefully those boys have calmed down. We'll get somebody over there in the ad grid, I'm sure, to calm them down. And we'll be back with the next live feed very, very soon.